Hello everyone. Today I am back with another t-shirt design. Now for this one I am going to recreate a design. You can see this one, praying is talking to the universe and meditation is listening to it. So this is a really good message, a really cool message, but in this design they are presenting it in a funny way, like a astronaut is meditating, but I want to do something else here. And for that I am going to create this design in a spiritual way, like this is in a funny way and in a old school retro way, so I'm going to make it in a spiritual way, and for that I needed some vector elements. Now for this design I'm going to, okay, as you can see I'm going to use these vector packs from freepik. They are all free to download. I will add the download link in my group. So this is a someone meditating, a vector like this. I'm going to copy this one, then bring that in my illustrator like this. As you can see, this is made with different small parts to it. We can select it together, then we can unite to make it a complete single shape. Now making sure that it is complete black in it. So when it is united, it is looking like this. Now for this one here, I want to use a mandala like this to represent the yoga or the spiritual thing. So I'm using this one from freepik. This is free to download, of course. I'm making them a group, then Control C to copy. I'm going to paste it here. So this one may be something like this, but I want to keep my this person a bit bigger in size, like covering the lower part of the mandala, or I can select it together, center align, then bottom align, just like this. So it is going to look like this. Now as you can see, this mandala is on top. We can select this one, Control X, Control F to paste in front. So that much is good. Now for this text here I want to create, like, okay, let me create an ellipse here, because this one I am going to create really kind of a geometric shape, like with circle and shapes only, because this is the thing of the spirituality we represent. Like you can see the mandala, this is all made with different shapes. So a ellipse like this. Now I'm going to take my this text here, praying is like talking to the universe. Now maybe this one I will use a font called Norwester. This Norwester is a really good font. So Control X to cut it. Now I'm selecting my this shape here, this ellipse here, and if I go to type on path tool and then click on this anchor point, I can type on this path, or I can press Ctrl V. That will paste my text here, just like this, but that is too much bigger. I need something like this. Okay, exactly not like that. So I'm going to select my this part. You can see there are two part of the text here. So I'm going to select the first part here and then bring it something like this. Then this part, if I press right and left arrow, it is going to show me this anchor points again, something like in this position, but I want to make them center wise. Then if I increase the size, it will just fit in the area like this. So maybe this one I'm going to select and then bring it a bit closer. I want to keep the same size distance on my, on the both side of my text, so something like this. Okay, that is making it, so this part, this much is good. Sometimes we have some left some stroke in the, sorry for that, universe, talking to the universe, or simply I can select it, copy, paste here. So that much is good. Now I can adjust it like this, but I'm just going to keep it as it is for now. That is good for me. I'm pressing Ctrl R for a ruler, and with the ruler I can align it. You can see that is the top part is matching. That means it is in the center position. Sometimes it doesn't look like center, but don't worry about it. So this meditation I'm going to use the same font here. So the Norwester font in all caps, something like this. Okay, before this I'm going to make it something like a group together, so that I will not lose their position. Now I can select them and place them in this area. Now most of the times we are doing yoga designs or meditation designs, we are doing this for women's, girls, like not like the men's do not do yoga, but it is as we are using a silhouettes of a girl, so it should be for a girly design. So let's use something like a scripted font, not that one. Hello Ventica. Yeah, this is good. Let's use it. So here the meditation is my focus point, so I'm going to keep it like this. Now for this one here, the design, it is looking like something missing here, or maybe I am feeling like that. So I'm going to take a ellipse here, something in this area. Sorry, not a ellipse, a rectangle. In a stroke I'm pressing shift X for converting that into a stroke, then V for my selection tool. So maybe a bit bigger in size. Yeah, that much is good. Now if I select them all, center align them, that is good. Now I don't need them to act like a font anymore, so let's break the font here. That is good. Let's, okay, not break the font because we can use them as a clipping mask. So that is good. I'm going to break my this listening font, then this meditation. Okay, so this silhouette, I'm going to select this silhouette of this woman or the female. Press shift E for eraser tool. Now I'm going to erase it just inside the rectangle area, so it is not, it is going to stay in the same position, something like that. Selecting this rectangle, maybe a bit up like this, that is good. Now I want to select my this text here, maybe a bit something like this, that is good, or just a bit right. Yeah, that is good. Now I am selecting this one, this rectangle here. Then if I take my add anchor point tool, I can click here, then on click here. Okay, sorry for that, I need to click on this line, a stroke only, then on click here. Now if I press A, it will give me the direct selection tool, and if I select this center anchor point and press delete, it is going to delete it. Now at this point I am going to select my this rectangle, then make it all round cap. Round cap is good. Now I am selecting this part with my direct selection tool and bring it a little closer to the text. Same, this part a bit closer to the text. Yeah, that much is good. So this is my final position of the design, that is going to be the final design. I can select them all, then I can make it smaller, maybe a bit, just to fit in the area, so that it doesn't look like the bigger than my this woman silhouette here. So that this much is good for me, but for this one I am going to use some effect here. And what kind of effect? If I right click and ungroup it, that's fine. I'm selecting my this girl vector, then go to object, path, and then offset path, something like this, or a bit bigger, 20 pixel, that's good. Cut. Now if I select this mandala, then if I go to transparency and double click to open it, now click on this clip, now press Ctrl F. So it is going to paste it here, and you can see it is going to make a cutout effect. And because I am making it a cutout effect, because I want to make it with the same kind of effect, everything in a similar style, and for that I am going to use this image here. This is a galaxy background. You can search on free pick like galaxy background, you will find a tons of them for free. This one is also a free to download one. So this is a really high resolution image. Now as you can see here, that if I select this one, then if I bring it, I'm pressing alt to bring a copy here, something like this. And then if I like adjust the position here, so here I'm going to maybe a bit downwards. I'm going to select my this woman silhouette, and then this image here. When the woman is on top and the image is on back, I can right click, make clipping mask. It is going to make a clipping mask there. Okay, so that part is looking good. Now for this part here, the mandala one, I want to use this part. Sorry for that. Let me bring a copy by pressing alt, that is good. Now for the mandala I am going to use the not the red part of the image here, maybe something like the black or the lighter blue kind of effect here. That part I want to use here. So when this is positioned like this, I need to select my mandala, and this is a group of lots of different graphics, so that's why we need to make it a compound path. So object compound path make, now that becomes a compound path, and then when that is on top, we need to see it, that we can see the mandala here, that means that's on top, image is on the bottom. So I'm selecting my mandala, then selecting my image, right click, make clipping mask, yes, and that is going to make a clipping mask of it. Okay, sorry for that, it didn't, okay, no, sorry, it didn't did work, sorry for that. It did work, just we cannot see here because there is a, okay, sorry guys, you can see that is applied inside this area here, but that is not looking very good. So let's try it something in different way. So if I click on this mandala here, then I will get this two option here, edit clipping path, edit content. If I click on this edit content, it is going to give me this image selection again, and I am going to bring it in the top area like this, and that's how there will be the red part in the mandala, and that will be something like, okay, sorry for that, I need to select it again, that will be easily visible, something like this. As you can see here, now we can see the mandala with that effect, and that is good for us. So that is the effect I wanted to create here. Now that part is looking good, and for the rest of it, the text, we can easily use the same effect here. I am going to make it a total glitter design, complete glitter, something like this, because it is, I just want to make it a kind of spiritual design, something like this, or a bit bigger in size. You can try different galaxy images for this. Now when my text is on top, image is on bottom, I can select them both, right click, make clipping mask. When it is in text mode, it is easily maskable, but when we break the text like this one, there will be some problem. So for this one here, I am going to use this position, maybe something like this, but as you can see, my text is in the background and image is on top, so I need to press Ctrl X, Ctrl B to put my image in the background and text in top. So if I select them both, right click, make clipping mask, it is going to look like that. And for this area here, this is my rectangle and my listening to, so I'm going to expand it. First step is I am expanding it to make it a fill color. Now that is a fill color, this is a fill color, this one and this one. I'm selecting them both, go to object, path, and then make clipping, sorry, compound path, make, it is going to make that to a compound path. If I select it like this, bring my image maybe a bit bigger for the area here. Now there can be a question that is it printable for a JPEG image if we use that in Illustrator to make a design like this? Yes, of course this is printable, because nowadays print on demand companies are making, like, printing it like a, they are using some machines to print it, they are not screen printing it. So don't worry about that. Okay, I need to select everything here, go to object, expand. Okay, that will break my text, everything here that was in any effect, then make it a group, Ctrl G to group it. Now for this design here, I am going to just center align them. Okay, okay, so as we are using some darker shades of the galaxy and the design here, we are not going to print this on a dark background chart, we are going to print this on a white kind of charts. And for yoga and other things, this is the kind of charts that sells most. So, or you can just take a lighter kind of background, any kind of glitter background you want, and it will look good. So this is just how to take a design and take idea from that, make another one in your own style, or change the total theme. You can see this was funny, this one I make spiritual. So that's it guys, I hope this one will give you some advanced level idea how to convert a design into any kind of effect like this, a glitter effect or any kind of clothing texture effect you want. So that's it for today's video. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Subscribe to my channel, keep like, commenting, and comment if you want to ask anything. I will try to help you guys. So see you in the next video guys. Have a great time. Thank you everyone.